Now to campaign 2026. Congressman John Larson hasn't faced opposition in a long time, but now he has several challengers. Larson, a 14-term Democrat, did not get the endorsement at the state convention. Instead, Luke Bronin did. Your chief political reporter Susan Raff spoke with candidates as now they're getting ready for an upcoming primary, and it's definitely getting a lot more attention than usual, Susan.
It is, and that's good. There's competition. We have seen a lot more of John Larson in the past few weeks, and that's because this race has become competitive. Now, his challengers say it's time for a change. However, Larson feels voters want experience.
Been busy in D.C. dealing with the president and busy here.
John Larson hasn't had much downtime. Today, he was in New Haven, hoping to win the endorsement from the AFL-CIO. He's been campaigning a lot since last month's state convention, where he failed to get his party's endorsement. Instead, former Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin got the most votes. Larson has made protecting Social Security a top priority. He says experience matters.
Because you're amplifying the voice of the people from your district and the ability to get things done.
We just made things happen, and we need more of that in Washington.
Bronin is pretty happy. He's raised well over $2 million. And like Larson, Bronin is seeking lots of endorsements. Today, he got one from the Connecticut Democratic Hispanic Caucus.
Now, we're fighting for the issues that matter not just for the Hispanic community, but for everybody, for affordable health care, affordable housing, child care.
And for the first time anyone can remember, there are a handful of Democrats in the first congressional race headed to the primary. State Representative Jillian Gilchrist is one of them. Gilchrist says the voters deserve someone to represent them, not another politician bought by corporations and billionaires. And while Ruth Fortune didn't get enough delegates, she did get enough petitioning signatures to be on the ballot. She says she's running because we need leaders who understand what it means to be told to wait your turn, while the doors of opportunity keep revolving for the same few people. The primary is August 11th. That's just 47 days away. They want to give people more opportunities to vote, and this year there are. Voters can take advantage of early voting, which starts August 3rd. Your chief political reporter, Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness.